Sweet children, this is your wonderful university in which the Father, the one who rectifies that which has gone wrong, the innocent Lord, comes as the teacher to teach us. What aim do you children give everyone at this time of settlement? What aim do you children give everyone at this time of settlement? Answer, O souls, now become pure. No one can return home without becoming pure. In order for them to become pure, in order for them to become free from the disease that everyone has experienced for half the cycle, you make them sit in a furnace for 7 days. A furnace is so graphic. You can say bhatti and when you say, oh, I'm going to make you sit in a furnace. Only when they remain distant from impure company and do not remember anyone else can their intellects imbibe this knowledge. So it's kind of like you get them to go into sannyas, withdrawal from everything so they can focus on Baba. Song, you wasted the night in sleeping and the day in eating. It's indulging, taking. Om Shanti. Who said this to the children? Since you are sitting in a school, it must definitely have been the teacher who said this. The question arises as to whether the teacher said this, the father said this, or the Satguru said this. Who spoke these versions? First of all, it should enter you children's intellects, or the children's intellects, that he is our unlimited Father, and he is called the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. Therefore, the Father said it. The teacher also said it, and the Satguru also said it. This is in the intellects of those who are students. So obviously the important part about that point is you need to ask yourself, well, if the Father said it, what does that mean? What's the experience of that? What's the meaning of that, the relevance of that, and so for the teacher and the Satguru, and they're not all the same. So then you start to understand what the difference is between these relationships. No teacher who teaches in other colleges or universities is called a father or a guru. This too is a place of study, which you can call a university or a college. It is still a study. First of all, you have to understand who is teaching you in this school. You children know that the incorporeal one, who is the Father of all souls, the bestower of salvation for all, is teaching us. So your father, Shiv Baba, has opened up a school and he has given you free tuition in order to allow you to earn your living through a vocation called purity. You become a pure deity. If you don't want purity, then yes, you have to. You're choosing between the purity and vices. If you keep choosing vices, eventually your mind will believe you. You children know that the incorporeal one, who is the Father of all souls, the bestower of salvation for all, is teaching us. This whole creation is the property of that one creator. Therefore, he himself sits here and tells you the secrets of the beginning, middle, and end of creation. You children have taken birth to the Father. Your intellects understand that he is the Father of all souls and that he is also called the ocean of knowledge and the knowledgeful one. The ocean of knowledge is the purifier. It is only through this knowledge that there can be salvation. Human beings become pure from impure. You children are now sitting here. In no other school would it be enter their intellects that the ocean of knowledge, the incorporeal one, is teaching them. It's only here that you know this. This is explained to only you. Very lucky. So one day you're saying, oh, I'm so lucky to hear this knowledge. I'm the fortunate amongst the gazillions of people. And another day you're feeling lonely and say, gee, I'm the only one who comes to class. Where is everybody? How come nobody's coming? What's the difference? Your stage. Either are you fortunate or you're lonely. Which is it? This is explained to only you. Throughout the whole world in general, and Bard in particular, no one would understand that the incorporeal soul is teaching them. It is only human teachers who teach them. They don't even have the knowledge that they are souls. It is souls who study. It is souls who do everything. So they don't even have knowledge they're a soul, but it's the soul that is studying. And even when the soul is studying logic things, it's the soul that's studying, but they don't even know it's the soul that's studying. Souls do such and such a job through their organs. They are aware that they are so-and-so. They very quickly remember their names and forms. I am doing this or I am doing that. You only remember the names of bodies, but that is wrong. First we are souls and then we adopt bodies. The names of our bodies continue to change, but the name of the soul does not. Each soul's name is only one. Its name is, what's the name of the soul? Soul's name is soul. Baba says soul's name is soul. Each soul's name is only one. The Father has said, I, this soul, should have one name, Shiva, only have one name. The whole world knows this. Everyone knows the name Shiva, or almost everyone. All of those other names are given to bodies. Shiv Baba is only called Shiva, that's all. He doesn't have a visible body. Names are given to human beings. I am so-and-so, such and such a teacher is teaching me. You would mention the name. In fact, a soul carries out the work of a teacher through the body and teaches other souls. The sanskars are in the souls. A soul teaches through his organs and plays his part according to his sanskars. However, everything works on the basis of the name given to the bodies. Yeah, so that's the other identical repeating point, less direct. But if souls have if the sanskars of souls are eternal, and there's a final leaving of the cycle and an entering of the cycle from the soul world, then you can't change the sanskars in the soul world. So when you come back to this planet, your sanskars will be the same as they were 5,000 years ago. So you will play your part according to your sanskars. So that's why the cycle has to repeat identically. It's already recorded in your sanskars. Every single soul, whether they consciously know this or not, will play their part again according to their sanskars. And their sanskars will be completely pure by the end. So when they come back, they'll have to be pure again, according to the pure sanskars. So everything has to repeat identically. A soul teaches through his organs and plays his part according to his sanskars. However, everything works on the basis of the names given to bodies. Here, you children know that the incorporeal Father is teaching you. Where did your intellects go? I, the soul, now belong to that Father. The soul understands that the incorporeal Father comes and teaches you through this corporeal form. Incorporeal Father's name is Shiv Baba. Shiva is the unlimited Father. His name is Shiva. Therefore, he alone is called the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. He is the Father of all souls. How do they celebrate his birthday? Does the soul enter a body or enter a womb? No one knows that the soul comes from up above. Christ is called the founder of a religion. That soul, first of all, has to come from up above. A Sattva-pradhan soul comes down. He has not performed any sinful actions. So therefore, he can't suffer when he first comes down. The soul is first Sattva-pradhan, and then as he goes through the stages of Sattva, Rajo, and Tamo, he performs sinful actions. Because the soul is at first Sattva-pradhan, when he comes down, he cannot experience any sorrow. Where would the sorrow come from? He hasn't performed any actions in the soul world. He has no memory of the previous cycle. It's only when that soul has been down for half its time that he then begins to perform sinful actions. There truly was the Sun Dynasty kingdom 5,000 years ago. So what's the difference? When the soul comes into the golden age, everything is pure. So is it that because everything is pure that you can play a part based on purity? Or is it because you're pure that you get to play your part in a world that's pure? These are very different statements. And then when you lose that purity, you lose the ability to control your mind, intellect, sanskars, now you're playing a part according to drama, according to circumstances, according to matter. Okay, so that's completely different. What's the difference? One is self-sovereign, totally pure, and the other is ruled by matter, its body. So therefore, as long as you keep describing circumstances as the reason why you're thinking, speaking, choosing, and experiencing, you are tied to your body and you're in body consciousness, and anything you're saying is a lie. Yes, understand? So presume you're in body consciousness most of the time, if not all the time. So you lie a lot in a day. There truly was a Sun Dynasty kingdom 5,000 years ago. All the other religions came into existence later. The people of Bharat were the masters of the world. Bharat is called an imperishable land. There were no other lands. Shiva is the one who rectifies everything that has gone wrong. Shiva, not Shankar, is called the innocent Lord, Bholanath. Shiva, the innocent Lord, is the one who rectifies everything that has gone wrong. Shiva and Shankar are not one and the same. They are different. There is no praise of Brahma, Vishnu, or Shankar. There's only the praise of Shiva for putting right everything that has gone wrong. So they praise Shiva. He says, I enter an ordinary old body. This one has completed his 84 births, and the play is now about to end. This old costume and these old relationships are all to be finished. Now, who would you remember? You don't remember things that are to be finished. When a new house is being built, the heart is removed from the old house. This is an unlimited aspect. Everyone receives salvation. That is, everyone is liberated from the kingdom of Ravan. Ravan spoiled everyone. Bharat is absolutely poverty-stricken and corrupt. People refer to corruption as, he says in English, 2 words, corruption and adulteration. So people refer to corruption, the first word corruption was said in Hindi, and that means corruption and adulteration, or also known as corruption, stealing, and cheating. However, the Father says the first form of corruption is to become impure. Because bodies are created through vice, this is called a vicious world. The golden age is called a viceless world. We were deities of the family path in the golden age. When they ask how children can be born, if people remain pure and don't indulge in vice, tell them that you're establishing your kingdom, not physical power, not with physical power, but with the power of yoga. Sanskars won't go away, and you come up with all these intellectual explanations for why they don't go away and how you're making effort. And I look at your chart and I say, you're not making effort at all because you keep doing it again and again and again. You just come up with new reasons to rationalize why you keep doing it again because you don't want to stop doing it. That's why you can't stop. That's addiction. Therefore, since that is a viceless world where there are pure households, can children not be born through the power of yoga? As the king and queen are completely viceless, so too are the subjects. Here, all are completely vicious. There are no vices in the golden age. That is called the godly kingdom. It's established by God the Father. This is now the kingdom of Ravan. Shiv Baba, who's established heaven, is worshipped. They have been burning Ravan, the one who created hell. So they think about Ravan and burn him. At least they're thinking about him. But they can't even remember why Shiv Baba is supposed to be celebrated, and they won't even have a holiday for him. And yet Shiva created the brand new world, and Ravan destroyed that world and made it completely into hell. But they keep burning Ravan every year, and they think that is destroying Ravan when actually they're remembering Ravan. They've been burning Ravan, the one who created hell. And he says that every year Ravan gets bigger. Why do you think it's getting bigger if you're not energizing him? Oh, how are we energizing him? You keep burning him every year. This is something to be understood. This is Tamopradhan, devilish world. That is called the godly world. It is called heaven, a pure divine world. Yeah. Anything but just stopping using your vices. So you come up with all these reasons of effort making connected with so you could still keep using your vices. Just stop. The thought comes in your mind, stop, full stop. Again, full stop, full stop. Do something else, do seva, do something else. But no, you want to come up with some reason because you can't stop, and therefore you don't want to have to deal with why you can't stop. No one knows when the Copper Age began. This is also something to be understood. This is Tamopradhan, devilish world. That is the godly world. It is called heaven, a pure divine world. This is hell, an impure world. Only those who study every day will understand these things. Many say that there isn't a school at this place, Madhuban. Oh, but this is the head office. You can come here and take directions as well. Here, this is also a school, even though it's head office. It's not a big thing. The world cycle is explained in a second. World cycle is explained in a second. The golden and silver ages have passed, and the copper and iron ages have also passed. It's now the confluence age. You have to study to go to the new world. Everyone has a right to study. Baba, I am doing this job. Acha. Just come and take this knowledge for 1 week, and then go back, and you will continue to receive Murlis. First, you definitely have to stay in a furnace for 7 days. Even though they come for 7 days, not all their intellects remain the same. To stay in a furnace for 7 days means you mustn't remember anyone during that time. There shouldn't even be correspondence with anyone. Not everyone can understand to the same extent. Here, the impure have to become pure. This too is a disease. Human beings have been diseased for half the cycle. They have to be made to sit separately. They should have no company at all. If they went outside, they would eat impure things and food cooked by impure beings. Impure ones cannot touch the deity idols. At this time, human beings are completely impure and corrupt. Their bodies are created through poison, and this is why they are called corrupt. Even the bodies of sannyasis have been created through poison. And they're so pure, sannyasis, in the eyes of Hindus. The Father says, first the soul has to become pure. Then the bodies also have to become pure. This is why all those impure bodies
Have to be destroyed.
have to be destroyed. Everyone has to return home. This is the time of settlement. Everyone has to become pure and return home. It's only in Bharat that people have the festival of Holika. Here, the bodies of five elements are Tamo Pradhan. In the Golden Age, the bodies are Sattva Pradhan. There is the picture of Sri Krishna. And in that picture, hell is being kicked away. He's kicking away the globe of the world that's in the shape of a ball. Toy ball, a toy. Hell has to be kicked away because you have to go to the Golden Age. You have to renounce hell sanskars, body conscious vices. You have to. Or you can't go to the New World. Otherwise, you have to get highly punished before going to the New World. When a corpse is being taken to the cremation ground, the face is at first towards the city and the feet towards the crematorium. However, when they enter the crematorium, they turn the corpse around. You are now going to heaven, and your faces are therefore towards that. Your faces are towards the land of silence and that of the land of happiness. And that land of happiness. And your feet are towards the land of sorrow. So you're leaving sorrow, going to happiness. That is a matter of a corpse, whereas here you have to make effort. Whilst remembering the sweet home, you souls will go to the sweet home. This is something for your intellects to practice. The Father sits here and tells you all the secrets. You souls know that you now have to return home. These are old costumes in this old world, these bodies. To say that play has come to an end means then that you have played your parts for the full 84 births. It's been explained that not everyone takes 84 births. Those who come later in other religions definitely take fewer births. Buddhists have fewer births than those of Islam. Christians take even fewer births. Sikhs believe in Guru Nanak. They have only just come. It's only 500 years since Guru Nanak. Therefore, they wouldn't take 84 births. This can't be calculated since there are as many births in 5,000 years. There must be this many births in 500 years, perhaps 12 to 13 births in 2,000 years since Christ. Therefore, how many births would souls have taken in that amount of time in 2,000 years? It would be less than half the number of births. This is the calculation. Some may take so many births, others take a different number, but you can't tell accurately how many births. So you mustn't waste too much time debating these things. Your duty is to remember the Father. So if you understand this and you can explain it very quickly, no problem. But if you're going to take like an hour to explain this one point, waste of time. Understand it, explain it quickly, and then move on to something useful. Your duty is to remember the Father. Don't use your intellects in wasteful matters. Have yoga with the Father and understand the cycle, because it is only by having remembrance that your sins will be absolved. This requires effort. This is why people speak of the ancient yoga of Bharat. Only the Father teaches this. There is no question of yoga in the Golden and Silver Ages. Hatha Yoga then begins on the path of devotion. This is easy Raj Yoga. The Father says you will become pure by remembering me. The main thing is remembrance. Don't commit any sin. Temples are built to the deities because they are pure. The priests who look after the temples are impure. They bathe the idols of the pure deities. They take a bucket or a bowl and they wash the deities, even though they're, made out of clay or stone. In fact, even the hands of impure ones must not touch the deities, the statues. Shudras, right? Not allowed to. Oh, but the Brahmin priests who don't follow purity, they're allowed to. They bathe the idols of these pure deities. In fact, even the hands of impure ones must not touch them. The impure ones mustn't touch anything, food, everything that's pure. All of these things are the customs and systems of the path of devotion. We are now becoming pure. When we have become pure, we will become deities. There is no need for worship, etc. there. Only the one Father is the bestower of salvation for all. Only he is called the innocent Lord. I enter this impure body in the impure world, in the old kingdom of Ravan. Yes, he can enter anyone's body and speak of Murli. That doesn't mean that he's omnipresent. Each one has his own soul. So in the old days, Baba did that just to prove he could enter anyone's body. So he came into the young Kumari's body and started speaking to Murli. So he could show them, yeah, I could enter anybody, but I don't. I pick this body and I will never enter any other body to speak to you. And that was the end of that doubt. People had so much doubt and worry. That doesn't mean that he's omnipresent in everyone's body. Each one has its own soul. In the form they fill in, there is the question, who is the father of you, the soul? However, they don't understand this. There is only the one Father of all souls. We are all brothers, and there is the one Father. We receive our inheritance of mukti, or jivan mukti, from him. Only he is the liberator and the guide. He will take all souls back to the sweet home. This is why this old world is to be destroyed. People celebrate the festival of Holika. All the bodies will be destroyed, and all the souls will return home. Then in the Golden Age, there will be very few people. You have to understand who is carrying out the establishment of that Golden Age, who carries out the destruction of this Iron Age. This is clearly written. It is said, when you give love, you receive love. Father says, those who do a lot of service to change humans into deities, for me, are the ones, therefore, who are loved the most. So he's saying, go and do all this seva is the expression of your love. You souls are to receive your inheritance from the Father Supreme Soul. You have to become soul conscious. Some make many mistakes and their old habits become very firm. No matter how much you explain to them, they don't break those habits. They reduce their own status through that, by indulging their old sanskars. Acha? Mite Sekiladi Bacho Prati Mat Pita Bamdada Kayadya, or good morning. Rohani Bhakti, Rohani Bacho Ko Namaste, or
Namaste.
Essence are done. Number one, don't waste your time debating anything. Don't waste your time debating anything. Your intellect should not be used for wasteful matters. Stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance for
8 hours. 4 hours.
for as long as possible. And have your sins absolved. Instill the habit of remaining soul conscious. 2, turn your face away from this old world. See, you guys always want to do the minimum. You have to do more than the minimum. Then you'll get better than the average. Turn your face away from this old world. Remember the land of peace and the land of happiness. A new building is being built. Therefore, remove your heart from this old one. Blessing. May you constantly be an embodiment of power, and with the awareness of this godly clan, be able to face Maya. So be the embodiment of power, and remembering what clan you belong to, face Maya and overcome her, destroy her. At least first control her. In order to be successful in any task, first of all, become aware that you are an embodiment of power. If you don't start off with I'm powerful, and then use that to find your determination and courage, how are you going to overcome your sanskars? But then, if you start off with I'm powerful, then you got to show that in everything you do in your life. You're trying to overcome this sanskar, that sanskar, or whatever, this weakness. The method is be powerful all the time in everything. Right? I'm powerful some of the time. I'm powerful 10% of my day. You won't be able to overcome your sanskars. Your aim has to be powerful. Be powerful, period. When you have power, it will be easy for you to face Maya. As is your awareness, so will be your form. Therefore, constantly have this powerful awareness, whilst I am in this spiritual birth, I am ungodly service.
All the time.
at every second,
Mhm.
in every thought, and in every task. That's got to be your awareness. You're not here for any other reason. Because you have other desires and reasons in your mind, that is why you cannot become detached from your weaknesses and finish them. This is my godly clan. The seed of this awareness will finish all weaknesses. Slogan. The truth is automatically proved at the right time. It never needs to be proved. Avyat signal. The main obstacle that comes to the majority in service is, I did this. Only I can do this. When this consciousness of I comes, it is called the ego of knowledge, the ego of the intellect, or the ego of service. Obstacles come through these forms. In order to overcome this type of obstacle, always remember one phrase, I am an instrument. Only by becoming an instrument can you be incorporeal, egoless, and
Humble.
humble. It's always about sweetness and humility. And also stay in a stage that is free from waste thoughts. When you imbibe these, the atmosphere becomes free from obstacles. So waste thoughts make you weak. Waste thoughts spoils the atmosphere. And eventually, as you get weak over them, your vices reemerge and you spoil the atmosphere more. Om Shanti.